Okay, all right, Lucas.
So first, I gotta ask a question here because I don't know these people that dislike this movie. On any timeline I'm on, everything is mainly positive about this movie. Are we just talking about people on Twitter or like just the regular and excuse me for certain words I use. I don't mean to offend anybody by like putting people in a certain group because I call them nerds. Is this like just the stupid nerds that complain about everything that isn't something that they like and then they complain that this is bad? Meaning like the stupid idiots who decide to split up superhero movies between two different companies and think they fucking matter. All of them are stupid. Every single one of these movies are stupid, but they're supposed to be. It's entertainment. That's what you're tuning in for. I said years ago, I didn't understand how you have a group of people who claim that they love Marvel and they want to jack off Tony Stark versus the people who love DC and want to jack off Batman. And then you all argue and battle over the same shit. You should be sitting back and reveling in the point that these movies are coming out. You're getting these movies. You're getting them to enjoy them. Enjoy these movies. Wow, Wonder Woman 84 is not perfect. It is superly flawed. But you can't fucking tell me this is worse than Captain Marvel. How? In what atmosphere is this worse of a movie than Captain Marvel? And to the people who only sit up and read Rotten Tomatoes scores, you don't read the actual review. You just look at the stupid scores. Did you pay any attention? Wonder Woman was certified fresh by majority of the critics, and then they let all these other idiots in that Rotten Tomato does a great job of just letting drop reviews, and the score dropped down to 65. A lot of those people actually don't watch the movie. What they do, they are paid to put a review out, and they will tell you, they will cut and paste themselves, put it up there, put it out, and it drops the score down. Or Rotten Tomatoes algorithm will mark a review that is 3 out of 4 as a bad review. You shouldn't be looking at scores to judge if you like something. Watch the movie. If you shit on a movie after watching the movie, that's perfectly fine because that's your opinion. As other people have here said, your opinion is your opinion. If you don't like the movie, don't fucking like the movie. But then don't try to get on other people for liking the movie. That's the problem that I see more than anything else, is that you feel the need to throw other people under the bus because they like something that you don't like. No, I've reviewed lots of films. I came on here on JVS and told you that Endgame is one of the worst fucking movies ever made. And all it was a giant spectacle. I came on here and told you that BVS is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Guess what? It didn't matter that one was made by Marvel and one was made by DC. To me, it mattered that neither one were enjoyable to watch. And that's all that should matter. So if you're up here and you're sitting in your mom's basement and your drawers that you've had on for 4 days, and you have decided to type up how much you dislike Wonder Woman 1984 because other people like it, or worse yet, if you are not liking this movie because it stars a woman, because you can't get women, that's a dumber reason. It makes no sense that you should even be allowed to speak on it. And as we said before, it's because this movie is on a streaming platform that people feel the need to regurgitate over and over again things that other people have said. I read a review on one of our group chats where someone gave this movie a 5.5 out of 10. I literally told the person who posted it, I said, I can't judge this critic because they were supposedly a critic. I can't judge you because I don't know what else you like. And then the moment I saw that he raved over Lovecraft Country, I said, oh, he's a fucking idiot. Like, you can't tell me that this movie has cognitive issues show like Lovecraft Country. Like, it makes no sense. You gotta take people at face value. Twitter people are not real people at all. They are only on there to make your life miserable because it's the hive mentality. One person dislikes it that they think is cool, so they're going to go along with that person's thoughts, and then they're going to push this narrative. And that's what's happening with a lot of these movies. But for people out there who love DC films, and there's nothing wrong with loving some of the bullshit that they have put out, but if you love DC films, stop feeling the need to defend them to people who you shouldn't give two fucks about what they say. It is a group of people who absolutely love Marvel films that's going to shit on DC films. Stop feeling the need to talk about it with them. Fuck them people. Pay them no attention. They literally don't matter at all. When you enjoy something, as my brother here who said he loved Michael B. Jordan's acting, I said my piece on it, that the nigga can't act. But I'm not going to argue back and forth with him about that because that's his opinion that the boy can act. The same thing with these movies. You love Wonder Woman 84. You love The Man of Steel. You love BVS. You love Birds of Prey. I don't know anyone who loves Birds of Prey, but you love Birds of Prey. You love these things. Don't let someone else's opinion sway you in a way to thinking that what you like is bullshit. Same thing with Marvel Universe. It's people who fucking hate every Marvel movie, but you only hate it because you feel DC doesn't get the credit it deserves. Guess what? DC has Batman. Batman gets more credit than any superhero property on the face of the earth.
Preach.
So just be fine with what you get. I'm just tired, so tired of these unnecessary nerds who feel the need to just shit on things just to shit on them. And then you come up, as Keeden said, and then you'll come up and you fucking like Twilight or something. What the fuck is your problem? That's stupid. So, in closing, just go back over your thoughts here. If you want to see Wonder Woman 84, check it out. You may like it. I honestly gave it a 6.5 out of 10. That doesn't mean it wasn't enjoyable. I've enjoyed movies that I've given a 4 out of 10 to. But just watch it, sit back, then form your opinion. If you are a loser who decides to base your opinion off of something based off of what other people saw, who cares what you think? You don't matter. You're like a Beyonce hive person that you just over here shitting on everybody else because your Lord and Savior Beyonce told you to do so. Or worse yet, like a Snyder hive person because Snyder Luther King Jr. told you not to like something and you're going to shit on it for no other reason. Like, none of that makes sense to me. The whole toxic behavior of everything that goes on is what needs to stop. Because right now, it's groups of kids, groups of people who grew up with these characters on comic books, and all they wanted to do was see these characters in live action. They loved it. They loved reading them growing up. So they have this emotional connection to them. Rejoice in a point that you have multiple studios trying to give you as much content as possible to feed the little kid inside of you to make you happy that this stuff is coming out. That should be all that matters. It's not about a movie. It's not about if one movie is bad that DC is going to go away. DC's never going to go away. They'll release 80 Batman movies a year before they go away. It's not about Tony Stark dying, so MCU is over with. No one cares that they're making an Asian movie with an Asian superhero that no one asks for. It's just that people want to sit back there and they want to enjoy these works because they grew up with them. As someone who's never been in the comic books in my life and will never read one, I understood it because of the way I look at Stephen King books. It's bunch of bullshit. It's a bullshit ass Stephen King show that's on TV now that I watch every week and I know it's bad, but it reminds me of my childhood. And this should be the same thing with these comic book movies. Sit back, enjoy them. If you don't like Wonder Woman 84 and you're brought up in a discussion to talk about it, hey, speak your piece. I don't like it, but we don't need no overarching reason because DC is full of shit and they'll never get their stuff together. DC has literally put out the best 5 superhero movies in this generation. And yet, and still, you're still telling me they haven't gotten their shit together. It's because one company mass produces the same movie over and over and over again, and one company doesn't do it. And then you think that because a company who's mass producing these movies, that they're making them great movies. No, they're just copying the same storyline and giving it to you over and over again. There's literally no difference from Captain Marvel, Iron Man 1, Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy. All of them follow the same pattern. DC is attempting to give you something different. In all of my criticism of DC, and I hate Man of Steel, I hated BVS, I hate so much of what they do, but what I always give them credit for is that they're trying to do something different. And you got to give it to people who want to do something different. That's a great thing, because if all of these movies were alike, you couldn't separate them. You couldn't sit back and enjoy it. I enjoy Wonder Woman 84 on a level to the point that it is not the typical superhero film. It has beats in it that Captain Marvel couldn't have in it. It has beats in it that Venom won't have in it. It has beats in it that all these other films don't have in it because someone wants to do something original. Sit back, enjoy it, laugh, cry, yell, whatever you need to do, but stop going online and bashing each other over your movie takes and your movie opinions. That is stupid, and only stupid people do that. And the last stupid person to bash people over their internet opinions is currently leaving the White House on the 21st of next month. So we need to just get together and understand that as long as we can all get together and voice our opinions and leave it at that, we're good to go. Nothing else should matter. That's it.
All right, I'm glad we let him go last.
Mic drop.
All right.
I bow to you, sir. I bow to you. That was awesome.
Look, Sam, when you post this, you need to post the full thing, but you also just need to post his snippet and title it the gospel. The gospel according to Lou. Just Lou.
Hey, somebody pass me the collection plate. We need to pass a collection plate out here. We got a sermon. God, I love this. I got a couple dollars in the pocket.
I'm about to put a Fred Hammond track on real quick.
Like,
somebody send me some Rome salad real quick. Good God.
Okay. All right. Regroup. We gotta close out. That was amazing, Lucas. Everybody, I appreciate y'all's unfiltered opinions. Yeah, so we did the daggone thing. This is what, 2 hours and 24 minutes. We did it for the equivalent of the movie, basically. So
Yes.
if you want to take what we did, overlay it on top of watching the movie, you got a great commentary. There you go. See it again with our commentary. That's and you can. It's free. We
Sit back and enjoy the movie. Just enjoy the movie, man. Let all the other BS that goes around about it. Just leave that alone. Sit back and enjoy the movie. Again, I don't care if you think it's good or bad. I think you'll still enjoy it. Again, it's not like Fantastic Four bad or Michael B. Jordan's career bad, where you will not like certain things in it. This is something that you can enjoy.
Hardball was a good movie, man.
We gotta close up shop. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, please.
Hardball was a good movie.
He was in Hardball. He was great in Hardball.
Oh my God!
I don't want to make it sound like I think Michael B. Jordan.
I like in that too.
Yeah, I think the guy can act. I just think that he acts as the angry black boy in everything he does. That's it.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Yeah,
he wasn't angry in Chronicle. He wasn't angry in
Chronicle. He was the top dog.
Did you not remember his anger at the beginning of Chronicle? He played angry black boy in Chronicle.
In the very beginning,
he wasn't as angry as the white boy. Yeah. He was angry in Chronicle.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's how you make Michael B. Jordan seem like he can act. You put someone equivalent next to him that acts angrier than he do. And then people are like, man, he tore that role up. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I saw when they tried to make him act. I saw Just Mercy. I saw a screening of Just Mercy, multiple ones. I saw when he attempted to act, and it was not good. He just needs to be shirtless in everything he do. He's like Jason Momoa.
Damn.
Take your shirt off and put him in a movie.
Oh my God. Okay, all right. We're gonna
I haven't seen Just Mercy yet, but because of what you said, Lou, I'm gonna watch Just Mercy just to see if it changes my opinion.
He is the equivalent of Matthew McConaughey in Amistad. If you've ever seen Amistad and know that Matthew McConaughey almost ruined a Steven Spielberg movie, that's how Michael B. Jordan is in Just Mercy. He does everything he possibly can to make that a bad movie.
We're gonna close up.
We need to do this every week.
Yo, I'll be lit every week.
We need to close up.
Look, Sam, don't tell them that this review is free, or they're gonna rip it. They're gonna rip it alive on Twitter.
Hey.
I wish they would.
Anyway, where can you guys please just plug yourselves? Lucas and who else did I put up here? I think Lucas and Keeden. You can go to the description